Good day everyone, this is Echo 419, and today we're taking a look at the 3 banshee statues. Let's begin. The 3 banshee statues came about as I was beginning to build gunpla and were a result of several ideas. The first was from watching several other gunpla reviewers, and how they had their own different rating or scoring systems, so I wanted one of my own. Secondly, I knew from several video reviews that the hguc unicorn, banshee, and phoenix kits were basically bricks and statues in and of themselves with not much articulation, so they made the perfect candidate. Thirdly, because they would simply be statues and just stand there, it allowed me to test some paints and techniques to find what would work for me. The kits I used were 2 hguc banshee norns in destroy mode, and 1 regular hguc banshee in destroy mode. Let's first talk about the gold tier statue, as it is the first one I completed. I wanted it to be the most elaborate of the 3, with the gold paint and clear gold psychoframe parts showing through. It is equipped with the armed armor vibro nail on the left arm, the armed armor beam smart gun on the right arm, and 2 armed armor defense extensions on the back. This sort of kit bash is possible because each banshee kit contains the special 2 shield backpack adapter, and the gold tier statue uses both armed armor DEs from the 2 banshee norn kits. The primer I used for all 3 of the statues is Rust-Oleum flat gray enamel primer, and all 3 were top coated with Rust-Oleum crystal clear enamel. The gold tier is painted using Testa's gold metallic enamel. Next, we'll discuss the second statue that I completed, which is the bronze tier. Since bronze represents the bottom of the barrel, I'm not too upset with how poorly this one turned out, because I purposefully experimented with some building and painting techniques. I assembled the kit into its sections such as the legs, arms, waist, etc., and spray painted these individual sections. I used Rust-Oleum bronze metallic finish enamel spray paint on the statue, and it turned out horribly to say the least. I do not recommend using this paint on your gunpla. Aside from the beam sabers, the bronze tier statue isn't armed because it's supposed to present a minimalist look when compared to the other 2. Lastly is the silver tier statue. Having previously built the same kit twice already at this point, I went into building and painting the silver tier with more knowledge on where and how to mask for painting. This ensured a much more smooth fit of the pieces during assembly. I believe the silver tier turned out better than the other 2 statues, and I won't say that it's my favorite of the 3. But it's my favorite of the 3. The psycho frame and inner frame parts are painted in Testa's graphite gray metallic, and the armor pieces are painted in Testa's gloss metallic silver. It's armed with the standard beam magnum rifle and 3 of the standard Gundam unicorn shields. The parts to build a complete shield are included in every unicorn, banshee, and phoenix kit, which is how the silver tier is able to have 3 of those smaller shields. Something I learned from painting these 3 kits is that the spray paint takes a long time to dry. I handled the bronze tier too soon and actually had to strip all of the paint off and repaint it. There are portions on both the gold and silver tiers that I needed to touch up with hand brushing. Another lesson I learned is that spray paint naturally applies thicker than other styles of painting, such as airbrushing. Even using proper techniques of spraying in light layers at a proper distance and not being heavy-handed didn't yield the exact results that I had wanted. There is a trick to help thin out the rattle can paint, which is to carefully let the can sit in warm water. I did apply this trick, but there was no noticeable difference to me. However, I still consider the statue experiment an overall success with learning different painting techniques. Using rattle can spray paint would probably work best on large smooth exterior areas that won't be covered up by anything, along with proper masking. And now, as an homage to the many gunpla reviewers out there, this is the part where I ramble on for several minutes while you watch the kits spin around. I'm just kidding. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. DJ, play my outro.